Good evening, YouTube. My name is Andrew Miller, and today we're gonna talk about the business world here on TT. Ana Clara, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm having problems with the microphone. Okay. So hello everyone. It's been a long time that I'm not joining Talk and Talk. So I'm Ana Clara. I'm 23 years old. I live in the countryside of Rio de Janeiro. The city is Araruama. I'm also a hostess here on Talk and Talk. And I'm a civil engineer student, and it's always a pleasure to be here.
Thanks a lot, Ana. How about you, Raissa?
Hello, guys. I am Raíza. I'm from Recife, and I am 35 years old, and I married, no children. And today it's raining a lot in my city. If I have some trouble in my connection, I I'm sorry. But because it's raining a lot and thunder and thunderstorms. So
No problem. We hope that you stay here safe. Gustavo, your turn.
Hi everyone, my name is Gustavo. I am from Rio Grande do Sul, close to Porto Alegre. A few days it's raining a lot here too, but today it's a better day. So I hope I could enjoy talking with you. My English is not so good at the moment, but I
Yeah,
expect to.
it's almost prohibited to say that, you know, all English here is very good. It's the only thing that you can say. No problem, man. Be welcome. And, you know, we are all here learning more, okay? Me and everybody here. Guys, so in the main room, I try to, you know, conduct a very open mind conversation, you know, without following the script and you know maybe sometimes create other question from the answer from your answer. Let's start from the second question. That do you have a no on the third question? What do you think about business world nowadays? Very open. Okay. Ana Clara, you're first.
Yeah, it's a good question. I am seeing challenges in the business world. I'm seeing the technology is changing everything. For example, a little bit about the second question. I was working with buildings and old constructions, but nowadays it's been two weeks that I'm working with technology, but about civil engineering. So it's very interesting how the business is changing because technology. I'm working from home, I'm doing different things, I'm connecting with different people and different subjects about something that it's too old. Um, Civil engineer is too old and the methods, everything is too old, but I'm seeing the business and the technology changing everything. So it's a little bit that I'm watching here, and yeah, I think it's changing a lot because technology.
Yeah, I totally agree. I've seen it in my field as well. You know, in geology, a lot of people starting to work on programming and something like that because, you know, you're totally right. The technology is, you know, spreading very fast. Raissa, how about you?
I agree with Ana Clara because the business world are faster every day and the technology are changed every time, mainly with the pandemic because many people start to work at home like me. Uh, And we have study a lot and learning new tools and learning new ways to talk with people in the remote work. The things change all the time, and I think it's good and not so good, because some people are returning sick. For example, mental sick, because you stay in front of a screen all the time, for example, it's not so good. And the work, remote jobs, distance from the people, and we don't have the contact with real people. I don't know. And I think the business world today is very complicated, but we need to learning every day, all the time, all the things.
Okay.
With all the people.
You know, it's because of that, because of this answer, I like to keep the conversation open here, you know, in the main room, because you said a very good thing about the mental health, you know, working with technology. It's something that, you know, is really terrible and problematic. And it's a topic to discuss as well. But before it, Gustavo, what's your opinion about the 20 questions?
I work remotely since the beginning of the pandemic, and I agree with everything that you say. It's very hard to keep your mental health healthy, because you have a lot of work to do, and you have difficult to separate the personal life from the professional life when you do everything from your home. You know, you keep answer emails at night. You work more that you should work. We have a lot of benefits of work from home. I love work from home. I don't intend to keep a presential job, full presential job anymore. But yeah, it's very challenging. You conciliate your personal life with the professional life.
Okay, thanks a lot. Philip, can you introduce yourself and answer the third question?
Sure thing. So, as you can see, I'm Philip. I was born and raised here in São Paulo, Brazil. Though I have a Philip, it sounds like more like American, British, I don't know, but like, no, I'm Brazilian. And yeah, I'm here to relax a little bit, to talk about other things. And if I think, what do you think about business world nowadays? I think it's changing really fast, and that's good. But we are in the middle of something else that's gonna happen, because we are like, people are not sure if they are back to the office, if they keep remotely, if they do both. So there's this kind of work relationship that people still don't know what's gonna happen. And also the behavior about consumerism and the digital products and education. So I'm into educational business. So it's really changing. The education itself, it's in a huge process of change, and it's connected to the rest of the world. And for those who don't speak English, you're gonna be unemployed. It's as simple as that. Like, there's no way to run, basically. So that's how I think, and that's how I see. Not true, but my point of view.
Yeah, it's funny because you said you are in the conversation because you don't want to talk about the work, just to relax. Talking about the business, oh my God, makes totally sense. Okay, so guys, I'm thinking, reading the question, but I will create one different. That what do you think is the skills of the future in terms of technology and to handle all these changes? The skills required. The best skills to develop, to be good and to stay safe and to have a very good life in your job. Gustavo, you can start.
I think there's a very important skill, a soft skill that anybody should have in the professional world and the personal life too, is the capability of have difficult conversations without a violent communication. I think that is
Nice.
the main thing that lead me what I am today and make me are the professional I am today, because you always will have difficult conversation in your life, and mostly the most difficult conversations are the more important conversations that you have in your life, and you should be able to deal with that in Portuguese or in English, in any language.
Yeah. Nice. It's interesting because we are, living almost in a virtual life because of technology. But I think the best, school that we have to improve this kind of skill is in person. So it's a kind of, opposite stuff, like how to connect all those things. Ana Clara, what do you think about the skills of the future?
Yeah, I totally agree with Gustavo. I think it's communication and how you communicate with the others in Portuguese, in English, in other languages, because today you need to have the English. It's like Philip said. So communication and the ability to do a lot of different things. Like you will not be hired to be one thing. You'll be hired to be to have different skills and different abilities. So you need to be prepared for a lot of things and different things. So I think these two things it's really good to skills.
Yeah, I think also we have the technology spread in a lot of different fields. We have a kind of multicultural, teams to work on technology. So we have to develop other kind of skill that, to have a empathetic way to talk, but not with a Brazilian person, but, imagine that you were talking to some Indian guys and from China and from Japan and from a lot of different countries. So this is really, really interesting. Philip, what do you think?
I guess there's something really necessary nowadays, that is the ability to deal with changes. We are changing a lot. Business are changing. People are changing. Relationships, technology, everything is changing. And we need to have this resilience to understand that stability, it's not real, though there is like an amount of time that you can set yourself on a place and be more relaxed. But I think people need to understand that it's going to change faster and faster, because, yeah, if you imagine that cell phone in 2010, it was starting to have like a smartphone, an iPhone was getting in Brazil, spread. It started to spread in Brazil around 2010, and it's been just 12 years. And look back, how much we have changed as society. Fake news, it wasn't a thing until the election for 2002, for the first election of this century. So we didn't have cell phone back there, like smartphones actually. So yeah, we always have fake news, but not in the proportion that we have now, like spreading everywhere.
Yeah, the technology is spreading, raising, and all the kind of problem we have to handle, derived by the technology. Raissa, what do you think about this discussion?
I agree with you guys, and I could be at one more soft skill. I think is very important in the business world, in the personal life too, is resilience. Because you need to adapt in many situations, and you talk with people, we learn that too, I don't know, I don't know explain, but you need to resilience to how can I say lidar?
You handle.
Handle?
Handle.
Yes. You need to handle with problems and situations and people, and you don't to crazy, to turn crazy in some situations.
Okay, nice. So let's jump to question number 7. Try to link with the previous answer. What are your plans for the future related with the job you do currently? Anna, the first.
Yeah, as things are changing a lot, I have no idea how it will be in the future, but I have an idea of continue studying, improving myself, mostly with about technology, because things will be different. Things are different nowadays. I see myself starting the graduation 4 years ago. I had not idea that I was in this place now today. So I think my plans is this, to continue studying, to understand more technology and keep continuing in this way, because as we said here, it's changing and we need to be prepared for everything.
Yeah, I'm reading a lot about a term that lifelong learning is pretty much learn how to learn more, because it's the future, because I think always we'll have something new to learn. So it's something that we have to be prepared right now, Raissa, how about you? What do you think?
Today I work with a great job, a great position. I arrived in a position that I want. I am data engineer. I work in IT area, and I have many things to learning yet, but I'm studying a lot every time. I'm taking a certification and in some providers of the tools, and but I need more. I need a little more. I need to work abroad, and I need to improve my English to get a position in abroad, in another country as Canada or Netherlands, I don't know. And this is my plans for the future, and keep to delivering my the best in my job, and just study.
Awesome. How about you, Gustavo?
I don't have plans for a long future, but today I work on tech business too. I am a product owner of a squad of a tech team. And the work I do, I can do any country and any team on any company. So I think the English is important to me because could open doors to the globalized business world. And so I have to improve my English very fast. I am a graduate at law school, but I don't work with that. And the law school is mostly a local job. You study the Brazilian laws and apply the Brazilian laws. But the tech sector is very globalized. So I can do the things I do here in Brazil, on Canada, United States, Europe. So I think English will open doors to know other countries and live in other countries in the future. I don't have plan to do that on the short future, but in the long, I don't know.
Yeah, the thing that you said, it's very interesting, because English is not about to work, but will open a lot of different doors of your mind, of your knowledge and culture. For example, you said that you studied law, right? Imagine that you started to learn law and and kind of, oh my God, I would like to know how is the law in other country. Imagine that, I think we have to improve this skill here in Brazil because the people do not speak in English. But imagine that we can start doing this in English, like and study history, humanities, geography. Imagine compare the history of a small city in Minas Gerais, for example, to a small city in China. This is awesome. Or in a small city in Africa, the continent. So I think when we start to see beyond the language itself, we can connect more. So I think unfortunately, we are kind of, late on it, learning language and try to connect our country and other stuffs. But yeah, we are in progress, I think.
Yeah, and yeah, sorry.
Go ahead. It's your turn.
I know, I thought Gustavo was going to reply back. Do you have anything to say, Gustavo?
No, I wouldn't, but since you ask, I heard that a lot of people here study a lot, and knowing English will also help us to study because we have a lot of materials in English that we don't have in Portuguese.
Totally.
So that's important for any development career too.
Yeah, totally right.
Yeah, and I totally see this crossing between places, between subjects, between people, skills, and everything. I think that's the future of business in a nutshell. We are going to get someone from engineering to work with biology, someone from data science to work with like language. In this kind of mix, it brings a lot of changes to the way we work, the way we think, the way we are as a society. And for example, my plans for the future for my job is really to connect the dots between people. So it's Endel, Gustavo, Raíssa, and Ana Clara. Every single person has a unique skill or a unique set of skills, a lot of them. So Gustavo is doing a great job. Like, he works with IT and he's also studying law. So, oh my God, this is crazy. People are gonna tell, maybe they have told you already, oh, you're crazy. what's the meaning of that? Why you're doing that? And this is the future, as I see, you know. So that's why we have talk and talk, and we have these topics. We are talking about business, but the next meeting we're gonna talk about pets, and the other meeting we're gonna talk about religion, and the other one we're gonna talk about English learning. So in case, Gustavo, you wanna see the topics, you can be a pro student, a pro plan. You're gonna have the topics, the questions, mentoring sessions, and everything. So yeah, just
be welcome.
advertising.
Yeah, business. It's the conversation about business. So
It's business, yeah.
have our business. Yeah, totally fair.
Yeah.
This is totally fair. Let me see all the question here. I you know, this conversation can spread a lot. Phil, have you answered this question? Your plans for the future is about to spread the TNT and the whole thing.
Yeah. Just like in a nutshell, the future for TNT is to have 24 hours, 7 days a week of conversations. So you are, I like to say, you're sleeping, but then you lose. I don't know. You wake up and you cannot sleep anymore.
So I know that you want to reach the Chinese one, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. We're gonna get there to have people from other countries and stuff. So we are not really into that yet because we need to do some steps before as a community, as people, not technology.
Perfect.
We are not ready yet for that. We are not ready to get people from a lot of other places. So we are getting ready. We are working really hard. So all the pro students, they are helping us to really go for it, to go to other seas, you know?
Nice, very good. Very good. So guys, question number 8, how to make the difference in the business world? Anna, what do you think?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think it's what we are talking about. To make the difference, you need to be different of everybody. You need to be one step closer of the other people. So you need to improve yourself. You need to improve your ideas and dream. And yeah, I think it's that you need to be aware what you want and keep in progress about this your dream or your goal. So yeah, I think it's a difficult question to answer.
Very hard, yeah, but very good answer. You know, I'm thinking about what the discussion that Philip brought, you know, about to think without boundaries. I think is the key. For example, I'm a geologist, but I'm also a musician, an amateur, of course. And I also like to read a lot, science, you know. I spend my time watching cartoons. And you know what? All those content I applied in my English, you know, in this conversation, because when you answer something, I start to think, oh my God, I've seen it, you know, so I can reply using, you know, this is only information. This is language. Reading the language, you know, around the world, I think will be the, you know, the things that we kind of not think in box, you know, closed in box, but also, you know, extend your possibility, you know, thinking without boundaries, like trying to, you know, fly overseas and understanding other contexts. Let me see, Raissa, what's your opinion about it?
I think a teamwork it's a good way to make a difference. Helping your co-workers, and because I think 2 is better than 1. and the teamwork is better for all. And together we can to do a difference. For example, the TNT is nothing without us. I think everyone is very important, and together we can help each other. And I think it's a good way to make a difference in business world, in the life of people, the day, everyone, everything.
Totally agree.
Sorry.
I totally agree. No, don't say sorry. It's avoid the heat. Gustavo, how about you?
I believe to make a difference on the business road is not think so much about the business road. You know, you have to think about solve people problems and solve the society problems, and not think so much about the profit, about the money, because profit have to be a consequence of doing a good problem solver. You know, so I think that when you're focused at the people that you're working for, the users that you're launching a product, a problem that you could solve, you can do that well, and you will be well compensated financially. You know, I think that's a good way to make a really difference and not be the same professional that our previous generations are, and have a lot of growth on your career too.
Very good answer. You know, because of this kind of answer, I keep this conversation open because I love to hear what the people, you know, have to say, because it is a kind of provocation. And yeah, I totally in line with what Raisa said. You know, it's about us, you know, linking the ideas, you know, the thoughts and creative others and so on, make this connection. Philip, how about you?
I think we need to be ourselves, you know, truly ourselves. We are always trying to be someone else or being inspired by someone, and we forget to be ourselves, who we truly are. And it's difficult, though, about like, who am I? This is one of the questions of conversation last week. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out, you know. It's crazy. But there are a couple of things I already know. So I try to be the best I can on that, and still study about myself, therapy, books, testing a lot of things, talking to other people. So this place, as Raisa said, it's all about people. TNT, it has been on since 2016. And in the beginning, it was nothing because we didn't have many people around. But nowadays we have a huge community that is getting better, growing, and everything, developing themselves. So hosts, talkers, and everybody, they are developing themselves. So once you know who you are and the things you like to do and you want to be, then it's gonna be the difference between an employee, business owner, or someone else. It's much easier to deal with people who know who they are or what they want to do.
Amazing. And back to that thing you said about who am I, you know, here you can learn English and also, you know, kind of go them to the therapy, because, you know, some very deep question is hard to, and you make you reflect, oh my God, what I'm doing right in my life. So only here you can have this. Guys, the last question, before I back the people here. Question number 9 to Raisa. Do you believe that people can do what they love in their job?
I think yes, but it's a difficult too, But I think yes, because I love my job. I love my profession and the challenge. Every day aren't flowers. It's true, but we have to do. Sometimes we have to do some things we don't like, but it's the game. So I believe yes. But if we thinking in the most of the people, the population, I think is very difficult because many people has some jobs or some situation there aren't not easy. So answer the question, yes, I believe.
Nice. Thanks a lot. Thanks for sharing. And Gustav, what do you think? What's your point on it?
In resume, yes, but I think that we have on society utopical idea that we have to find your purpose, you know, your objective to improve our society directly. And I don't think that many people have that vocation, you know. I think that to people who had found their purpose and they can help the society with that, that's perfect. That's the objective of have a real happy work to do on life. But the mostly people don't have that purpose so much defined, you know. So I think to that kind of people, we have to find your job that you like, that you are good at, and that you can provide to you a comfortable life, you know. But it's not that thing of work if you do and you never have to work on your life. I don't believe that it exists to most people on the world, you know.
Yeah, this quote is so funny. Anna, what do you think about this question? I will bring back the people while you answer.
Totally agree about Gustavo said. I think some people just like the job, just like what they are doing because they didn't discover the purpose. But it's another topic to discuss about purpose because we don't need to have right now a purpose. We can discover it with the time. And about the job, for example, you can work in a job that you like and then you love, and then you discover that you really like what you are doing. So I think you don't need to have this in mind that you need to love your job, but you need to do what you like, and then you're discovering what you really want to do for your life. But it's another topic. It's really good. It's a really good topic to discuss. But in resume, you can love what you do, but you can discover as well. You don't need to love right now. You can discover with time. I don't know if I was clear, but it's like this.
Yeah, even because we are kind of crazy because, you know, thinking like you're working in something right now and think, oh, in the past we're good, now it's not. In the past, always in the future will be good. In the past we're good, now it's not good.
Yeah.
So guys, welcome back. How was the conversation? How was Eduardo?
So I had a great time. So even my voice is not so good because I live in Curitiba. The weather here is very cold and my voice is not so good. I'm trying to fix my voice with a lot of medicines, but so even this, I had a great time. So I think talking is very interesting because we make friends here. And so one of my friends here is Jefferson. I had a lot of meetings with him here. And so I think it's much more easy when we are talking with a friend because you feel more comfortable, no? And the wrong is not so important. So you just try speaking. And so for me, it's very, very nice.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Because of this, I've been here since the beginning of the pandemic because I made a lot of friends and I'm very comfortable here. So I really appreciate to stay here. Clayton, how about you? How was for you the conversation?
Excellent talk. I found this very, very interesting and very also necessary to consider now, because the scenario, the world is working on new business, new models of business and economics. And although the too much speculation we see, we have to, all of us are looking how the things are going. Many of us are trying to invest, to do their own business more than the past year. I see more people doing so. So we had a great conversation. I could take a conversation with an economist. It was very useful for me. And that's all. Let's
awesome, very good. Thanks for sharing. And guys, I will share with you the forms, please help us to enrich this conversation, give us commentary, advice, something that you like, that you want to discuss here, what you think about this conversation and so on, if you like or not. I will share also the video of the main room. Oh, let me copy here. Oh my God, what do I know? Okay. And the last but not least, I want to ask Lucas the question. No, I will make the question that we were discussing in the main room, that what do you think is the skills of the future and business, on business?
No, hard one. It's hard to say. Like, in my area, I studying software engineering. I would say, I think in all the areas we talk about that, would be the long life learning, something like this.
Lifelong learning. Okay,
lifelong learning.
Nice.
I think
Awesome.
this is the best skill to have.
Yeah, I think everybody in the main room agree. In here, because it's we were discussed about that. We know that things is changing a lot and very fast. We have to handle with a lot of situation every single day. And yeah, this community also aim, to read this, to improve this ability. You have discussed a lot of different topics because of this. Because if you are in other country, will be more than only say your name and your age and what you are working on. Also, discussing topics like politics, business, culture, or the people will ask you, what do you think about Brazil? What do you think about politics in Brazil? Because, the people asked me a lot about it. So that's it. Guys, thanks a lot for this conversation. It was really awesome. I enjoyed a lot. Okay. Have a nice week. bye-bye. Good night.
Thanks.
Good night.
Bye,
I thank you.
my friends.
Thank you for having me. See you.
Arno.
See you.
Bye.
See you. Bye-bye.